Dale's a loser. I play to win. Like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Michigan. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Now back to the Metro Detroit Buick GMC dealers broadcast booth at Comerica Park. From the field, brought to you by Meyer, official partner of the Detroit Tigers.
And from the field report today, we'll continue our conversation with former Tiger Brandon Inge. You know, all good teams have those moments. All good teams have that bond. We just saw that bond with Jeremy Bonderman and Nate Robertson coming in here crashing our interview before we could even get going. We almost can't even tape this thing because we had so much. We were going down memory lane. Fast forward to now. What does that stuff mean to you? I see it. I mean, it was interesting just watching you guys interact. I see it. What does it mean to you? How good does that make you feel?
Honestly, it helps me in what I do now. Like I run a baseball facility now, so teaching these kids respect, not just the gameplay, you know, the respect part, how to be grown men and women when you walk out of a baseball field, you know, like the things that what we have here, you know, with Nate and Bonderman and Jamie Walker, I've seen all these guys. It wasn't that we were good players. We were great teammates.
Right.
And that's why we won. And that's the biggest teaching point that I can give to these kids now.
Yeah. One last thing for you, Brandon. You talk about that stuff, which is a big deal, right? Lance Parrish is here. Frank Tanana's here. The ties between the different eras of Tiger baseball, the ties between the different eras of good Tiger teams. Like, how have you been able to communicate, to bond and connect with those guys? And then even so into this year's team, I don't know how much you've been around these guys or how much you've had a chance to talk to them, but how important are those bonds throughout the generations of Tiger baseball?
Honestly, it's about respect. You play for the Tigers. The Tigers gave you a chance to play here. The 68 Tigers, the 84 Tigers, I'm sure they commingled together. The 84 Tigers, actually, with Trammell, I was able to play underneath him. Yeah. So you got Parrish, Gibson, Trammell. I mean, all those guys were able to teach us while we were playing. So it gets handed down. And there's something about the fraternity of baseball and the guys that you're playing with. It means a lot when they teach you. You respect it, and you should take what their word is and put it to play.
And finally, Inge, you were a grinder. I mean, you were a dog. You do whatever it took to catch a ball, get the runner over, whatever it was. A good player. I don't mean that in the wrong way, but you were an absolute grinder dog. Is there someone on this Tiger team that you like? Okay, that's my guy. I like this dude.
I know he's brand new, but I said it from day one. McGonigal, he gets after it,
yeah.
And I love the fact that I don't think he gives a crap about what it looks like.
Yeah. He's
going to make the play, and I haven't seen that in a long time in a couple players, and it's fun to watch him.
Hey, gang, you can't see this, but there's a
Martin back near the wall, jumps up, and makes the play.
He peels it off the middle of that 20-foot-high wall with a wonderful leaping grab. Nice job, Austin Martin.
Ozzie diving stop from his knees. Side retire. Diving is caught. He made another great catch. Well, that's how you win 4 straight gold gloves.
And it is caught by Miles Straw.
And Kreidler going out, and Kreidler makes a great play. Boy, the fellas came to play defensively.
Vladdy snatches it on the line, spins, throws a strike to Bieber, covering the back for the out. Really nice play by Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And they'll throw home to get the out. That's Chansey. Troy's there. Hopscotch inning over. Nice play, Massey. Does he have time? Yes.
Man, oh man, was that sweet. Clements got it, sliding stop. What a play by Ernie Clement for out number 2.
The Blue Jays defense has been up to the task this afternoon.
Explore more at oakland.edu.
Swing, there's a drive to left. That one is long.
126 years of baseball tradition continues.
And it's gone, a home run.
Brought to you by Sam Bernstein Law, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Corwell Health, Fago, The D Las Vegas, Northville Lumber, Feiger Law, Comerica, McLaren Health, Wallside Windows, Rocket, and Little Caesars Pizza.
Fly ball left field. It's deep. It's got a chance. And it's gone, a home run. Javi Baez, 2-run shot. And here's Will Smith. A chance to hand out a present on his birthday. Smith drills one. Left center field. It is gone. Number 16. Time and again in clutch time. Pitching change for the Diamondbacks after some birthday in bobblehead night magic from Will Smith. From down one to up one.
Ewing coming over, diving, and he makes the catch. A psychopathic play for Ewing.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He is unbelievable. A spectacular play. This is that Ellie pterodactyl move.
Michael goes up. He's got it. He always has it.
Good backhand. Suarez won't throw. Got him.
And he makes the catch and hangs on. Not an easy play.
There's one. There's two. There's three.
Perfectly done.
On the run, extends and makes the play.
Oh, baby.
Almost goes to a slide and he makes the catch.
Oh, what a play by Khalil Watson. Are you kidding me?
He can scoot, can he? And Laura just snaps it.
Marcia charging, dives and makes the grab.
Oh, Alcantara, the Jaguar.
Oh, plenty of up.
How about that?
Diving play at short by Neto.
A lot of fans and collectors will look at the T206 set as the more famous of the sets that were produced in the early part of the 20th century. And certainly they would carry more financial value. But when you talk to collectors, some will tell you that these T205s are actually more physically attractive. They're maybe the most physically attractive cards produced prior to World War II.
League. So Framber Valdez is going to be all right, and I look for a solid start today.
Well, it's that time of the pregame show that everybody waits for. It's Bobby Scales getting the spotlight.
Stop it.
With those starting lineups.
Yeah, what up, though, Detroit? Tiger fans, today's starting lineup is brought to you by Comerica. You want to elevate your small business this game? Go to Comerica.com/succeed to learn how. We'll start first with the visiting Kansas City Royals. They will go this way. Leading off is their center fielder, Lane Thomas. Nick Lofton is over at third base, batting second. Salvador Perez plays first base this afternoon. He'll hit third. Jack Caglianone's out in right field, batting fourth. Starling Marte gets the DH start today. He'll hit fifth. Batting sixth is their left fielder, Isaac Collins. Tyler Tolbert gets the start at shortstop this afternoon. He'll hit seventh. Batting eighth is their catcher, Luke Maley. And batting ninth is the second baseman for the Royals, Andrew Velasquez. For your homestanding Detroit Tigers, they will go this way. Leading off is the third baseman, Colt Keith. Kevin McGonigal's at shortstop, batting second. Gleyber Torres will DH and hit third. Riley Green plays left field and bats fourth. Batting fifth is your catcher, Dylan Dingler. Batting sixth is the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter. At first base, batting seventh is Spencer Torkelson. James Outman will patrol center field and bat eighth. And Ha-Yu Lee gets the start again at second base, batting ninth.
And Lee has been, we'll dive into Ha-Yu Lee as we get through at the show, Bobby, but he has been nothing short of very impressive in his return to the big leagues. Our game time weather is brought to you by Clean Express Auto Wash, the official car wash of the Detroit Tigers. Fast, easy, clean, and free vacuums. A few clouds overhead today, but otherwise just another really nice day for baseball here in downtown Detroit. 82 degrees at game time, mostly cloudy. We looked at the forecast early in the week. There was some precipitation in the forecast. That seems to have dissipated. It was a smattering of raindrops this morning, but we should be good to go to play ball today. First pitch of the game is brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers, and the first inning is brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. Cool moment today, Bobby, before the game as we are celebrating 125 years of Detroit Tigers baseball. The family of Mark Fidrich, the bird, out on the field before the game today. And, you ask any Tiger fan who has been around for a while, that is a name that just puts a smile on everybody's face. Didn't have a long career in the big leagues, but the impact that he made on this city for the brief time he was here is something Tiger fans will always remember.
Yeah, 1976, his rookie year. Unbelievable numbers. Just took the American League and really all of baseball by storm. He was an eccentric personality, talked to the baseball, built little bird's nest on the mound, did all kinds of things. But at the end of the day, he was dealing on the bump. 250 innings pitched, 217 hits. We can go through all of the stuff, but 19-9 as a rookie, unbelievable. And it was good to see his family represented in 125 years of Tiger baseball celebration today.
Yeah, he was the Rookie of the Year in 1976, and he finished second that year in the Cy Young voting. Framber Valdez all set to go as Lane Thomas stands in. First pitch of the game is outside. That is ball one, and we are underway. It's the fourth game of a 7-game homestand for the Tigers, and just a beautiful day for baseball. Breeze is pushing out towards left, but not much of a breeze to speak of. The 1-0 from Valdez is a curveball that hooks inside. He falls behind Lane Thomas. 2 balls and no strikes. Thomas hitless in the series. He's 0 for 12 with a walk and hitting .229 on the year with 9 home runs for Kansas City. It's the Royals ball club that comes in at 44 and 62 as that ball is chopped foul at the third baseline. It's Framber back to the count. It's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. But last time out for Framber Valdez, a forgettable start for Framber. Didn't get out of the first inning, just 2/3 of an inning, allowed 6 runs on 5 hits. And Bobby, when you watch that game, it was just one of those days where nothing was working for this starting pitcher. As a 2-1 is a changeup for a called strike.
Nothing. He couldn't find his fastball. When he did find his fastball, it was in the middle of the zone. Walks got him, hanging, breaking balls. It just wasn't going well. He just couldn't get comfortable on that mound at Wrigley Field, and the results were what they were.
How Yuli shaded up the middle at second. The 2-2 pitch to Thomas is bounced in the dirt on a slider, and it runs the count full. Framber Valdez, his 21st start of the season, his second against this Kansas City club, and pitched very well against the Royals back on April 14th. 7 innings of 1-run ball, allowed 4 hits with 2 walks and a strikeout. He took a no decision that day as this pitch is rifled in the air towards the right field corner. Kerry Carpenter going back, looking up, and it just sneaks over the wall. Lane Thomas with his 10th home run of the year. And the leadoff man for the Royals gives Kansas City a 1-0 lead. A line drive home run that just had enough to get up and out, Bobby.
Yeah, it was a sinker that was away from Lane Thomas, 94 miles an hour. It was up, though, G. And that allowed Lane Thomas to elevate this baseball. This ball is barely splitting the outside edge of the plate. This is a pitcher's pitch, but like I said, it's elevated. And when it's elevated, you give the hitter an opportunity. Lane Thomas stayed on that ball and just snuck it over the wall in right field.
I mean, that ball literally scraped the top of the yellow and fell into the shrubs beyond the home run line as Nick Lofton takes down and in, and that's ball 1. So 1-0 Royals, 1 batter in here in the top of the first inning. Valdez works third base side of the rubber into the windup. The 1-0 pitch is rifled over a leaping Hao-Yu Lee into center field. A base hit for Nick Lofton. He extends his hitting streak to 7 straight ball games. And first 2 batters, Bobby, with some very loud contact off of Framber Valdez.
Yeah, Nick Lofton's had a pretty good series thus far. That's a pretty good pitch. That ball, that's a sinker down. It's in the middle of the plate, but it's down, probably 1.5 balls, maybe even 2 balls below. And Nick Lofton not only hit it hard, he elevated that ball over the head of Hao-Yu Lee.
Runner on, nobody out. First inning, first pitch to Salvador Perez is a curveball towards his back foot. He'll take ball 1. Well, big day in Kansas City Royals history yesterday as Salvador Perez claimed all by himself the team lead, or rather the all-time home run mark in Royals history with that game-tying home run late in yesterday's game. He'll swing and foul one back. 318 career home runs spanning 15 seasons, all with Kansas City.
Has some dude you might have heard of named George Brett. He's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say that
he could hit a little bit.
May or may not be in Cooperstown. That's up and in, nearly hits Salvador Perez and takes the count to 2 balls and a strike.
I think it did get him, G. I think it got him and then ricocheted and clipped Dylan Dingler as well.
So a choppy start for Framber Valdez. We're going to get a look at it here on our monitors. Yeah, just got a piece of the elbow guard. So the first 3 Royals reach here in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, definitely not the start Framber was looking for. He's trying to crowd Salvi right there. It's the way you get to him. You pitch him in. If you can bust him in, maybe steal a strike on the inside, you can go away with off speed. Just got too close.
And Salvador Perez, Framber has had a lot of success against Salvador Perez in his career. Now Jack Caglione, it's a left on left. First pitch is a fastball for a called strike 1. Caglione 0 for 5 in the series, hitless in his last 4 ball games. He is the lone left-hander in Matt Quattro's lineup today. The 0-1. Swing and a high bouncer towards first. Torque goes to second, gets Perez. Just a slow developing play, and all they can get was the out at second base on the 3-6 putout. Kansas City's got men at the corners for Starling Marte.
Yeah, big high chopper off the bat of Caglione. Caglione, big dude, 6'4", 250 pounds, runs well. That's one where really the only play was to second for Spencer Torkelson because Caglione was getting down the line on that high chopper, and Salvador Perez was at first base. So we know Salvi doesn't run well, but he took the out at second base, first and third here with 1 out in the first.
And Bobby, that was one of those in-between slow developing plays where if there was another runner on first base, not Salvador Perez, it may have been an infield single.
Very possibly.
And the bases would be loaded. But as it stands, men at the corners, 1 out. Top of the first inning, 1-0 Royals. Valdez deals to Starling Marte, a changeup at the knees for a called strike 1. Valdez 5-7 on the year. He's got a .457 earned run average. It's his 11th career appearance and a 9th career start against Kansas City. The 0-1. Sinker missing down and in, evens the count up at a ball and a strike. He's 2-3 in his career with a .305 ERA against the Royals. Starling Marte checks in with a .260 average, a homer, and 9 RBIs. Valdez sets at the belt, looks at Caglione at first, the 1-1, down and in, changeup missing, 2 balls, 1 strike. Royals this series just 2 for 20 with runners in scoring position. Both teams have struggled in that category in this series. It's just tightly contested game after tightly contested game when these two teams meet up. The 2-1, swing and a bouncing ball foul past the third base coach's box, evens the count at 2-2. This game is brought to you in part by Northville Lumber, the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. 1-0 Kansas City here in the top of the first inning.
Left side of the defense. Infield defense so important when Framber's pitching because of the way his stuff works against right-handed hitters. A lot of ground balls to the left side.
The 2-2 got him. A swing and a miss on a curveball for strike 3. That is just what the doctor ordered there. Framber picks up his first strikeout of the game. For the Tigers in the field today, it's Riley Green in left, James Outman in center, and Kerry Carpenter's in right. Cole Keith at third, Kevin McGonigal at short, Hao Yu Lee at second, Spencer Torkelson's at first. Battery today of Dylan Dingler. Ding had the day off from catching yesterday. Much needed day off for Ding. Framber Valdez on the bump. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, first inning. Framber Valdez trying to wiggle out of a first inning jam. Could not do so against the Cubs in his last start. First pitch to Isaac Collins. Kicks the top of the zone, called strike on a sinker.
Yeah, Framber, he got the call right there. A little bit frustrated with himself. That was a pitch in the middle of the plate. Lofton or Collins probably looking away. Got away with one right there.
Switch hitting Collins batting from the right side against the left-hander as Valdez sets at the belt, kicks and fires 0-1. Sinker missing a bit upstairs, and the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Our umpires today at third is Eric Bacchus, Laz Diaz at second, Chris Segal at first, and Ryan Onora as the plate calling balls and strikes. 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Tigers trailing the Royals 1-0 on the Lane Thomas opposite field solo homer. Runner at third is Nick Lofton. Jack Caglione is at first. Valdez offers 1-1. Curveball sprayed away. Dylan Dingler had to reach up to get it in the left-handed batter's box. And count in Collins' favor at 2 balls and a strike. Isaac Collins 2 for 12, or rather 2 for 10 in the series with a homer. He's driven in a pair. He's a .242 hitter on the year. The 2-1. High on the sinker. And now a 3-1 count. 21 pitch first inning for Framber Valdez.
Yeah, partner, he's had a tough time finishing these pitches. The ball that Lane Thomas hit out was a two-seamer that was elevated. Even the strikeout to Marte was a curveball that hung right in the middle of the plate. Marte just missed it. And now he's missed high arm side a couple times after that.
The 3-1. Upstairs again, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases full of Royals for Tyler Tolbert. And that will prompt a Chris Fetter mound visit. So, Bobby, what are you seeing so far out of Framber Valdez? Because I think you hit the nail on the head there. He's missing everything arm side.
Yeah, the only pitch really truly he got down was a single to Nick Lofton. It was below the zone. It was really a ball. Lofton went down and get it, but he's missing high arm side, and a lot of times what that means is you're not in sync with your delivery. As you come down the hill, your arm is late, so your release point is further up than it normally is, which leads to a ball that's a pitch that is released higher and stays higher and doesn't get to where it's intended target. Even the breaking balls, like I said, have hung in the middle of the zone. He got away with one to Marte, and even that first pitch to Isaac Collins, that previous at-bat, was a fastball right down the middle that he wanted down and in to Isaac Collins. So whatever he told him, he probably gave him some keys, say, hey, get over your front side, make sure we finish those pitches and see if he can get that thing where he wants to.
Big spot in this game early. The Royals have the bases loaded with 2 outs here in the top of the first, already leading 1-0. Tyler Tolbert, the speedster, at the plate. Valdez working from the stretch. First baseman Torkelson even with the bag and off the line, and the first pitch is a curveball that misses high and away for ball 1. Framber has got to find a way to dial it up here and get out of this first inning. It's a 1-ball, no strike count on Tyler Tolbert. Valdez delivers, swinging a ground ball, hard hit towards second. Lee boots it. Everybody's safe. And the Royals now lead it 2-0. That was a hot shot at 103 off the bat. Hao-Yu Lee had to take a few steps, tried to cradle it, but that ball was just bouncing, and it hit right off the heel of the glove, and he just could not corral it. It's 2-0 Kansas City.
It sure did. You can tell what speed does to a player. He had to go 3 or 4 steps to his left. It was hit hard. He knew he had the only play he was going to have at first base, and he had to hurry with Tolbert the way he runs, and he booted it.
That's the 4th error of the year for Hao-Yu Lee, and now Luke Maile, the Royals catcher, takes high and away. Bases still loaded, and there are 2 outs here in the first inning. 8th batter of the inning is Maile. His first action of the series. Valdez. Long hold, the 1-0. It's high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes.
That's tough on Framber. I mean, he's been struggling to get a ball in the zone, leaving a lot of stuff up, not really finishes his pitches. The one pitch he does finish, gets that good downward action on the sinker, turns around and the second baseman kicks it.
He threw 42 pitches in the first inning at Wrigley Field the other day. 2-0 in for a called strike on a sinker, and it's a 2-1 count.
Best one he's thrown today. It ended up in the middle of the plate, but it started in off the plate and ran back over. Good action there. Better action than he's had on anything today.
Most of the season for Maile was spent in AAA Omaha. The 2-1's a swing and a foul off to the first base side, and right off facing of the press box. The 2-2 count. I expect more of an effort from Jeff Seidel there.
I think that was self-preservation, partner.
Brennan Hanafy warming in the Tiger pen. Big spot here. 2-2 on Maile. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul towards the Tiger dugout. And you can understand why they would get action going this early. This game is just too important, Bobby.
It's too important. Also, you got a tough customer with big stuff. We'll get to that as soon as the Tigers hit, but a tough customer over there with big stuff, and that coming out of the that's going to pitch for the Royals today.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Maile. Bases full of Royals with 2 outs. Valdez, a long hold once more. Kicks and offers 2-2. Swing, and it's lifted in the air. Right field, drifting back. Gary Carpenter, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. Kansas City gets a pair. We go to the bottom of the first inning. It's 2-0 Royals on top here in the home of the Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meijer.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude? My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I gotta eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
I'm Jonathan Nahum, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Bed.
Fox 2 is just the best. I watch before I go to bed.
You definitely hit the local angle very good.
When I watch Fox, I feel like I'm getting the whole story.
They're working for you.
Bottom of the first inning, Tigers trailing the Kansas City Royals 2-0. Colt Keith, Kevin McGonigal, Gleyber Torres to bat here in the first inning. It's the 24-year-old native of Caracas, Venezuela, Luinder Avila. He's 5-3. He's got a .486 ERA. First start against the Tigers. First pitch to Keith. And it's a fastball. The Colt takes a little elevated for ball one. Avila got a live arm, Bobby.
It comes out hot. Sure does. 2 and 4 seam fastball, slider, curveball, changeup from Avila. That fastball will sit 96 miles an hour. He'll go 7. You'll see a 7 and 8 today for sure. Right-handed hitters will get both the 2 and 4 seamer, slider, curveball, changeup.
The 1-0 on Keith. Misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes on a 4-seamer.
I'm sorry, that was the left-handers in the line. The left-handers will get the 2 and 4 seam fastball, the slider, curveball, and the changeup. The right-handers will get the 2 and 4 seam fastball, slider, and the occasional curveball.
2-0 Keith pops it up. First base side, foul territory. The catcher, Maley, is over. He'll make the catch in front of the Royals dugout. They dispatched Cole Keith, and here's Kevin McGonigal. Kevin, slow series, 1 for 8. Still hitting .278 on the year with 9 homers. Luinder Avila has been pretty good lately, getting ground balls. The first pitch to McGonigal is a swing and a foul straight back. In his last 4 starts, a lot of soft contact. 36 of the 60 batted balls against him have been ground balls. That's good enough for 60%. His compact windup, the 0-1, wave and a miss on top of a changeup. And McGonigal quickly in a hole 0-2.
That's good arm action right there from Avila. Like we talked about, the big fastball. Throws that changeup in there. That last one was 89 miles an hour, so he rolled 9 off his fastball.
The 0-2, McGonigal puts it in the air, left field. Drifting towards the line is Isaac Collins. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Collins in left lane, Thomas in center, Jack Caglione in right. We'll pause for station identification here on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Gleyber Torres, the batter. 2 outs, bases empty. Avila delivers first pitch, wave and a miss on top of a good slider. The rest of the Royals in the field. Nick Lofton at third, Tyler Tolbert at short, Andrew Velasquez at second, Salvador Perez at first. Luke Maley handles the catching. No balls and a strike on Gleyber Torres. 2 for 9 in the series with 3 walks. He fouls one away by fastball, nothing into the count.
Yeah, good pitch right there. 96 miles an hour up and away from Gleyber Torres. It would have been a strike in that upper quadrant of the zone. Avila, we talked about it, big heater, over the top motion. It's old school. The high front side, long arm stroke in the back, and he's coming right over the top with the big fastball.
Here's the 0-2 on Torres, and he looks at a ball just off the outside edge, sinker at 98. Gleyber went 0 for 3 yesterday. A.J. Hinch has talked about let's slowly work Gleyber back in. We don't want any recurrences of the injuries DHing in today's game. The 1-2, swinging a foul over the net. Another one, boy, what are they saying in the press box today? That's the second ball that got over there.
Protect your neck in there today.
It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Gleyber Torres. Avila, step back wind into the motion, deals 1-2. Slider that misses down and away, and the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Avila really forced into duty into the starting rotation for Kansas City. So many injuries. Cole Reagans, Chris Bubich, amongst others on their pitching staff. The 2-2, Gleyber rips it to left, right at Isaac Collins, who glides in, makes the catch, and the Tigers go in order here in the first. We go to the second, 2-0 Kansas City ahead on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most
3-2 to Vargas. Got him. Fastball at 99. Back-to-back Ks for Miz.
Setting up on the outside corner, and he hit the glove. Perfect pitch by Mizorowski. Excellent command with that fastball.
1-0-1, and he finishes the inning with a strikeout. Miz with 3 Ks. Got him. Blew him away with 99. 5 Ks in the first 2 innings for Mizorowski. And he struck him out. 10 Ks on opening day for Miz.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Counts 1-1 on Langoliers. She has walked, lined out, and struck out.
That is driven to left field. You can forget about that baseball. Oh, man.
That's 111 miles an hour off the bat.
Oh, is that ball well struck? That's number 23 for Shea and his 51st RBI. It's quite a blast for the ace catcher, and it's a 4-2 ball game.
444 feet.
Man.
For Langoliers for number 23.
Michigan Lottery Gem 7's instant games today. They are instant fun for everyone. Robert Valdez, 9-1-2 against him here in the second inning. Kansas City's out to a 2-0 lead. Andrew Velasquez to lead off, and he'll take curveball from Framber Valdez outside for ball 1. Velasquez, he's bounced around quite a bit this season. With Bobby Witt Jr. heading to the injured list for the first time in his career, finds himself back in the big leagues. This is a swing and a pop-up down the right field line, curling towards the seats, a foul. Drops into the 6th row, and it's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Released by Texas, signed by the D-backs. Released by the D-backs, signed by the Royals. 18 games with AAA Omaha before getting the call to the big leagues. The 1-1 is shot right back to the mound. Valdez will pick it. He will fling it over to first. And there's one away here in the second inning.
Hot shot there. I think that ball caught him as much as Framber Valdez caught it. Right in his follow through. Went right to his glove. He just had to make sure he didn't drop it. Then he had plenty of time. Nice little casual flip over to Torkelson at first base.
Tiger Injury Report is brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. A couple of positive notes on the rehab front from yesterday, as first pitch curveball is taken for a strike by Lane Thomas. AJ was satisfied with what he saw with Jackson Jobe, who made his 4th rehab appearance yesterday, as that's another changeup called strike 2 on Thomas. When he faced the Double-A Orioles, went 4 innings, run on 2 hits, walked a pair, struck out 4. The 0-2 down and in, a ball and 2 strikes. And then Javi Baez against Triple-A Louisville went 3 for 4, 3 doubles and an RBI.
Certainly good news on that front.
I liked how AJ talked this morning about Javi.
Yeah.
It's like, I know if he comes into my office tomorrow, this is a minor league off day, so no rehab day tomorrow, as this one is bounced sharply to short. Gloved by McGonigal, has to hurry, throw to first in time to get Thomas 2 down. But he knows Javi's going to be politicking really, really hard to get back onto this team.
Certainly. I mean, the guy wants to play. I mean, I think that's one of the things that gets missed about Javi Baez. And yes, there have been times in the Tiger uniform where the production has not been, quite frankly, what you would like to see from a guy who makes as much money as he does. Okay, fine. The guy loves to play baseball, and he breathes a lot of life and a lot of energy into this dugout and clubhouse.
Pitch to Nick Lofton's a called strike on the edge.
And I can certainly assure you, when he went out to center field last year, nobody really knew what they were going to get. But you got a guy who played a superior center field, and I think it unlocked another level of production we haven't seen from him in a while.
0-1, bounce to third, glove by Keith on to first, and nice tidy 1-2-3 inning for Framber Valdez. He does it on 3 ground balls. We head to the last of the second. Kansas City with a 2-0 lead here on the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
I'm Jonathan Nahum, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
First pitch. Swinging a line drive, shallow center. On comes Young. He goes into a slide. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Second base umpire points to the first base umpire. Blakeney says he caught it on a sliding grab. What a catch by Young. Just making sure he got it. He did. Phillies don't have a challenge, and Jacob Young saves a couple of runs with that sliding shoestring catch.
And no question, right into his glove, no short hop. Great play, huge play.
So after all that, the base is left loaded, a 1-1 game.
Last of the second inning, Tigers trail the Royals 2-0. It's time for Dollars on Deck. If Dylan Dingler gets a hit this inning, Northville Lumber will donate to Detroit Blightbusters. Northville Lumber is Michigan's oldest business and largest Trex decking dealer. Riley Green to lead off the Tigers second against Luinder Avila. Worked a nice tidy 1-2-3 first. Pitch to Riley Green is a sinker that's high and tight for ball 1. Riley, his 600th career hit came yesterday. The 1-0. Swinging a ground ball to first. Picked by Salvador Perez. Drops it, picks it back up. Underhand flip to Avila covering for out number 1. Here's Dylan Dingler.
That was a fastball down and away from Riley Green. He rolls over it. He didn't roll over it. He got around it, hit it hard. Salvador Perez tackled it over there at first base. Plenty of time. And flipped it to Avila, who was covering. The one thing about Avila's fastball, both of them, the four-seamer specifically, he creates a lot of angle because of how he releases it and the release height. He also cuts it a little bit. So that four-seamer is not a true four-seamer without some movement to the glove side.
Dylan Dingler takes a sinker at 97 at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. Bobby, I wanted to go back to what we were talking about with close the loop on our injury report.
Yeah.
But the rest of the update on Jackson Jobe as Avila deals 0-1 to Dingler is outside. Jackson will throw a bullpen here in Detroit tomorrow, and then if everything goes well, they are likely to move his rehab from AA to AAA. So that's, again, positive steps in the right direction for Jackson Jobe. And 1-1 up and away, 2 balls and a strike. And then on Javi Baez, AJ addressed this morning. It's the presence of Javi.
Absolutely.
That matters. When he returns, he goes, the impact is felt with Javi the minute he walks in the door. 2-1 coming to Dingler. Down and away, 3 balls and a strike.
Gee, some guys just have that presence. And Javi Baez is one of those guys that has the presence. I think there's a little bit of misconception because you don't hear a ton from him in the media and what have you, but some people just can walk in a room and can command a room without saying a word. Javi Baez is one of those guys.
3-1 to Dingler, in for a cold strike on the bottom edge of the outside corner. Runs the count full.
And it's positive energy. It's the confidence. It's just the way about him. And he's just one of those people that can do that. So, yeah, everybody feels it when he shows up at the ballpark. And he's in the building. He's in the dugout.
3-2 pitch to Dingler. High and tight, ball 4. Tigers get their first base runner of the ball game on a walk. Brings up Kerry Carpenter. I mentioned his first start for Avila against the Tigers. He faced the Tigers in relief earlier in the season in that series in May through a scoreless inning of relief. Didn't face the Tigers last year after getting called up to make his major league debut. Dingler off first, pitch to Kerry Carpenter is swung on in the air, right field, not deep. Backing up second baseman Velasquez, called off by the left fielder Caglione. Had to make a shoestring catch. That one almost fell in. It's an out, and Kerry retired on 1 pitch.
That was interesting right there. The curveball, first pitch curveball. Kerry thought he had it timed up. He just missed it, got under it. Outfielders always have priority over infielders unless the infielder is camped under it. Your outfielder has to read that. Andrew Velasquez was going to catch that, no problem. All of a sudden, Caglione swoops in and had to catch it off his shoe tops.
And, Bobby, how much of that is Spencer Torkelson bats with a man on and 2 outs, and he'll take a ball away? How much of that is Velasquez, who just got to this team, new teammates? Caglione hasn't played a ton lately due to injury, and just communication with a guy who, different position at second base. He wasn't shortstop, as that's inside on Torque, and it's 2-0.
That could be a thing. That could be a thing on some balls. That was routine. That's one where Caglione has to say, okay, he's got it. Yes, I have priority being the outfielder coming in. Just let him catch it, because that was made very difficult for no reason.
The 2-0 to Torque, taking a cold strike. Torque sitting on 99 career home runs. This game is brought to you in part by Meijer, official grocery partner of the Detroit Tigers. 2-0 Kansas City ahead here in the last of the second. 2-1 to Torque. Thought about it, held up on the slider away, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, a lot of spin away from Torque right now. He's had a tough time with those sliders, curveballs, cutters that are going away from him. You show him a fastball out there just for fun, and then you spin him. That's what they've been doing all series.
3-1. Swing and a foul tip in the limit of the catcher on a slider, and that runs the count full.
And that's what you get right there. Torque's a little rotational right now. When he's at his best, all that energy, that backside's pushing that front side out of the way of his swing, and he's hitting stuff in the middle of the field. He's a little rotational right now. You can see him fighting it. He knows it. It's very difficult sometimes to correct it.
And similar to the way that the Cubs pitched him in that series. A lot of sweepers, away, away, away. Dylan Dingler, who's at first, will be off and moving with the pitch. 2 outs and a 3-2 count on Spencer Torkelson. Comes the payoff. Runner goes. It's a swing and a hard ground ball foul third base side. Torque 0 for 8 in this series. Pitch hit yesterday, went 0 for 1. Hitting .204 on the year with 19 home runs and 50 driven in.
And gee, you can see he's making the motions between pitches. He's telling himself with that lead arm, stay in the middle of the field, stay in the middle of the field. He knows it. It's really difficult at times to get yourself out of that mode.
Dingler goes 3-2 once more. Swing and a sharp liner into the seats and foul. And again, Bobby, we've seen Torque at his best, and you said it, when he's at his best, everything is focused up the middle.
Right.
It's the Dylan Dingler approach at the plate.
It really is. The focus is in the middle. Yes, you're going to pull some balls, but the focus and the energy and the approach to your swing is in the middle of the field.
3-2 once more. Swinging another foul. Third base side. torque hanging tough. Dylan Dingler getting a workout over there at first. He's gone on 3 straight pitches.
It's tough. He's got to go at some point when this inning ends, hopefully with Dylan Dingler crossing the plate after a double in the gap or something like that. He's still got to go in, hustle in the dugout and catch. It's tough for those catches when they get all these
things like
balls.
hit it that way. Will you torque hit
Put
it
it in
that
play.
Runner goes, 3-2 is away in ball 4. That's a good take from Spencer Torkelson, Bobby, because he has had trouble lately laying off the spin away.
He sure has. It has been a battle for him lately, like you said. Spin away, then he fouled off a good 99-mile-an-hour fastball outer third. Short, quick swing to foul it off, spoiled it, got another 3-2 pitch, and laid off that slider away from him. That's a really good at-bat. Put a star by that one. Sometimes that's the kind of stuff that can get you going the right way. 2
on and 2 out for James Outman. Avila deals, and it's fouled off to the third base side into the seats, and it's an 0-1 count. Outman, but this place was so electric a couple of nights ago when he hit that 3-run home run.
Boy.
My goodness.
Yep. Yes, it was.
Couple of walks in this inning, giving the Tigers an opportunity. Dingler at second, Torkelson first, 0-1. Inside, didn't miss by much. And the count evens up, ball and a strike. Mentioned the Royals with runners in scoring position in this series. I said neither team doing all that well. Tigers 4 for 23 with runners in scoring position in this series. Outman that time really went fishing, chased a sinker away, came up empty. It's 1-2. Avila made his major league debut a season ago. Big part of the Royals' future plans. The 1-2, and he got him a swinging strike 3 and a high sinker. Tigers strand a pair. Avila gets his first strikeout. We go to the third. It's the Royals 2 and the Tigers nothing on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
I believe this one's it's a rookie card, I know, but I feel like it's the first card that I ever, like, big league card. Obviously, as a kid, trying to get to the big leagues, the dream of making it. But as a kid that had cards, right, as a kid, this is like seeing your card the first time. It is pretty cool. So that's pretty powerful when you see that card.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on, so I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
Billy the Marlin riding by in the pickup truck. AJ didn't have a good release point on this fastball. AJ nailed him.
Just a little outside. Look at the guys behind home plate, and it's their job to clean up the glass. And look at AJ playing the innocent.
Top of the third inning here at Comerica Park. Tigers looking for the series win, down 2-0 to the Kansas City Royals here in the third. Third inning is brought to you by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. Fast service and the best price. Choose Mastercraft. Robert Valdez will face Salvador Perez, Jack Caglione, Starling Marte here in the Royals' second. First pitch 2. Salvador Perez, hot shot down the third base line, diving stop by Colt Keith, bounces up, throws to first in time.
Do it, kid.
Get you some Colt Keith.
Yes,
How
sir.
about that?
That's a heck of a play right there.
Took away extra bases from Salvador Perez.
Colt Keith has done a tremendous job improving his defense at third base. Does a ton of work with Billy Boyer, the infield coach here with the Tigers, and especially to his backhand. Great play, hopped up, strong throw across the diamond.
There's Jack Caglione. He takes away for ball one. Kevin McGonigal was talking about that this morning and all the work that Billy Boyer has done to impact them on the field. Whether it's getting that first step, correct positioning, and even the thing that both Dan and I were kind of taken aback by is the 1-0 pitch. There's a swing and a tap foul at home plate by Caglione. Was Billy identifying how far you should crouch down when you're getting into the right positioning based on your body type?
Yeah, it's motor preferences. We all as humans have preferences as to how we want how our body wants to move. And the key is not putting everybody in the same box. Your body wants to move. I want to bend down and do things differently than you do because we're made differently. So you have to honor that and put the player in the best position to get started out of the gate.
The 1-1 is a breaking ball that misses down and in, 2-1 on Caglione.
There's all types of evaluations in terms of biomechanics and how you run, you do all these tests, you do these things, motor preferences, things like that. Once you figure out how a guy wants to move and how his body wants to move, put him in the best spot you can and then let him go do what he does naturally.
Swinging a foul off to the third base side. And even I can think back on the hitting side. I can remember talking to hitting coaches back in the day where they would get certain minor leaguers from a specific school, and the hitting coach of said school pick one out of a hat.
Yeah.
Teaching everybody to hit the same way.
That's right.
Instead of individual programs for each individual player, as Valdez misses away for ball three, and it runs the count full on Caglione.
And listen, there, I'm going to say it's not rocket science. There is advanced science behind it, but it isn't. Just go outside, walk down the street, and watch how other people walk. Everybody doesn't walk the same, so it's as simple as that, really.
3-2, and he got him on a curveball. Swinging strike three. Boy, after the rocky first inning, Valdez has bounced back nicely, retiring 5 in a row. 2 down. This series is brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, it's 1-800-CALL-SAM. 2 away, bases empty here in the third. One more point on Billy Boyer, and Kevin brought this up, and he gave credit to Joey Cora as well, who was a big part of this infield defense improving so well with the Tigers. But Billy was involved on the roving side in the minor leagues. So anybody that's coming up, as Starling Marte fouls one to the backstop, anybody that's coming up that has been through the rigors of the Tigers minor league system, they've worked with Billy Boyer. And that's a huge impact because now Billy is the infield coach here.
Well, and he knows the player from having him from the last few years too. So it's relationship building.
The 0-1 high and away, and that's one thing Kevin said. He goes, Billy and I have such a great relationship because from day one I was working with Alan Trammell and Billy Boyer.
Yeah, that's right.
And Tram, well, he's a little occupied today. He's in Cooperstown, New York for the inductions. Hall of Fame weekend. The 1-1. Swing and a miss by Marte over top of the curveball. It's 2-0 Royals here in the third inning.
Much better finish by Framber Valdez on all his pitches since that rocky first inning. The curveball's got more bite. He's locating that sinker the way he wants to. This is the guy we know.
The 1-2. Swinging a bouncing ball up the middle. McGonigal ranging in. Glove play on to first and got him. Couple of ground ball outs around a strikeout, and Framber Valdez has retired 6 in a row. We go to the last of the third inning. It's the Royals 2.
First pitch to Ortiz. Swung on, line towards left, long run for Ewing. He dives and he made the catch.
Ewing went back, and in left field, he's looked terrific.
He shouldn't be sneaking up on anybody, right? I mean, he's an all-star, 10 wins, his ERA below 3, and no matter where the game is played, no matter what lineup he's facing, he does his thing.
Abrams hits one high and deep out to right center. After it is Troy Johnson. Way back it goes and out of here. And he's got 4 in his last 3 games.
Leo Jimenez grabbed it right next to the third base bag. He tapped it with his right foot, fired to second for out number 2, and on to first in plenty of time to get Altuve for 3. 474 feet for Fernando Tatis Jr.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
your trusted insurance broker and people strategy partner.
The Finnish Long Drink, Finland's best kept secret, is here. Long Drink is a sparkling citrus beverage made with real liquor. Try Long Drink today. Also available in peach and cranberry. Enjoy responsibly.
Last of the third inning, and How You Lee leads off for the Tigers, who trailed the Kansas City Royals 2-0. How You Lee taking called strike one. Bobby, he's been nothing short of spectacular since he got recalled from AAA Toledo. Since June 1st, he's played in 32 games, hitting .337. 6 doubles, 5 homers, bounces this one to third, eats up Lofton, but he makes a nice play backing up on it. Long throw across, and it's in time.
Yeah, How You Lee's been pretty good. He's been pretty good. Yes, defensively as well. He kicked the ball in the first inning of the day, but that was notwithstanding. He's done a nice job at second base and third base, and he swung the bat well. Hit the ball hard, chopper. Often makes a nice play going to his backhand there. Rifles it across the diamond, but How You Lee's been fine, and A.J. Hinch has trusted him. That's why he keeps running him out there.
Yeah, and 914 OPS since June 1st.
Yeah.
That'll play.
That works.
Here's Colt Keefe, bases empty, one away, one trip through the lineup for Luinder Avila. And no hits given up to the Tigers. The 2 base runners first time through, both coming on walks as Colt takes inside for ball 1. Avila step back into the line, deals on the 1-0 pitch, swinging a slow chopper towards second. Velasquez charging in, glove play at his ankles, throw on to first. 2 outs. Getting quick outs today too, Bobby.
Listen, I'm impressed with this guy. It's big stuff. The way he does it, it's a bit old school. Like I said, it's a high front side, sinks into that back leg, and then drives, but comes over the top and creates angle. A lot of pitchers you see now are throwing at lower arm angles. He's at the mid-50s, about 55, 56 degrees. That's right over the top. You see more guys 38, 39, 40 degrees. That's a different arm angle.
Kevin McGonigal takes a changeup upstairs.
It's a lower arm slot. You can't create those angles driving that ball down from that slot. This is stuff you saw like the 90s and the early 2000s into the 2010s.
1-0, up and away, 2-0 on McGonigal.
I know in my era, in my day, you talked about guys coming over the top and really creating angle and driving that ball down. That's gone the way of a lower slot now, but he's a throwback. This is good stuff.
This one floated in the air into shallow left, and it drops in for a base hit. Well, Kevin McGonigal, sinker down and away. He went with the pitch. And that's what you just love about Kevin McGonigal. You're going to throw it down there? Okay, I'll just serve this one out to left field.
That's what hitting is, G. You take what the guy out there is giving you. He's been out. Avila's been out of the middle of the plate. He's had some good stuff with all his pitches, both the 2- and 4-seam fastball, the sinker. We've seen him drop a curveball in for a strike. You throw that sinker down and away. Take it that way. Take your base hit.
Gleyber Torres, he checked. Did not go. Turned to first base umpire, and it's ball 1. Yeah, I didn't even realize it when Mark Fidrich's grandson David threw out the ceremonial first pitch. He was reenacting the mannerisms of his late grandfather's. That's a called strike. Going down to the dirt, building it up, even hopped over the line just like Grandpa did. I mean, yeah. That's good stuff.
It's really cool. It's cool to see.
1-1 the count on Gleyber Torres. We are celebrating 125 years of Tiger baseball this weekend. Gleyber puts it in the air, fairly deep to right, but Jack Caglianone's going to have a lot of room. He'll make the catch. Side is retired. Tigers get their first hit of the ball game on a Kevin McGonigal base knock to left. We go to the 4th. It's the Royals 2 and the Tigers nothing on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park.
And a call, strike 3. Change up right down the chute.
Watch his bite on this ball. Whee! Right at the bottom of the zone.
Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts for Sanchez.
Well, that changeup rears its ugly head again, this time to Haggerty, and see how far out in front he was of that one.
Swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts for Sanchez. He's mixed it in all his pitches, and he picks up another K.
Can we recognize the athleticism of the elite security down there?
Unbelievable. I give him a 10. Pretty good.
Yeah. Look at that.
I mean, come on, Joe Ryan.
It's all part of the experience.
This is an experience tonight. Oh, look out. In between the legs of Jose Altuve, almost clipped his buddy in the on-deck circle.
Hey, that'll wake you up.
And Fortes is able to hang on to the foul tip.
Fortes getting a little help from the love handle there.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
2-0 Royals, top of the fourth inning. Fourth inning is brought to you by Wallside Windows, Michigan's leader in replacement windows. Robert Valdez has set down 7 in a row. And the first pitch to Isaac Collins is a called strike on a curveball away.
Ooh, surprised Collins didn't challenge that one. That was several balls off the plate on the arm side. He didn't. It's 0-1.
Torque pulled in slightly at first. The 0-1 pitch is a check swing. Did he go? No. Evens it up. Add a ball and a strike. Collins, he was Rule 5'd by the Milwaukee Brewers from the Colorado system on the minor league phase a couple of years ago. This one's a pop-up, first base side. Foul ground. Dingler, I don't think he sees it, but Torque certainly does. He'll make the catch. And there's one gone in the fourth inning.
Yeah, Ding looked up for that foul ball. Had no idea. Fortunately, it was hit up the first base line a little bit. Not a difficult play for Torque to come in, but it can be a difficult sky right now. You've got sun. You've got a little bit of cloud cover poking in and out. No harm, no foul there. 1 out.
Tyler Tolbert reached on an error in the first inning. Squares to bunt, pulls it back, and takes up and away for ball 1. 2-0 Kansas City ahead. Valdez deals the 1-0. Snuck a sinker over the inside corner for a called strike, evening up the count.
That's good stuff right there, partner. Change up first pitch, then you throw that front door two-seamer. Starts it in, runs it back over the plate. That's nasty.
0-1. Wave and a miss on a curveball. It's 1-2. 28-year-old Tolbert. Athletes tend to run in his family. He's cousins with NFL QB Josh Dobbs.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you have athletic genes in a family. You see different family members. The 1-2, down and in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And then you see the Gagne family, and it's like, well, they talk.
Gee, come on, man. hey, people have different strengths, brother. That's what it is.
Scales family. I tell you what, folks, Bobby's dad is like a marvel. He's cycling 30 miles a day.
79.
The athletes, they run in the family.
79 going on 19.
2-2. Swing and a tap foul. Third base side. We'll do it again. It's 2-0 Kansas City here in the fourth inning.
I'll share this.
What do you got?
He did tell me one time, he goes, son, went to Vietnam, got shot at, made it back. Least I can do is keep myself in shape. So
tip of the cap to Mr. Scales.
Man. There it is. So
2 balls, 2 strikes on Tolbert. 0 for 2 in the series. He gets limited at-bats for Kansas City, mainly used as a pinch runner when they need a bunt. 2-2 is up and away, and it runs the count full. Led all of Major League Baseball last year with 16 pinch run steals. 3-2. Lost him. Up and away, ball 4 on a curveball. First base runner to reach since Tyler Tolbert reached on that error in the first inning. That'll snap a string of 8 in a row set down by Framber Valdez. Curveball just got away from him that time.
It did. It looked more like what we saw in the first inning, not able to finish that thing, just hung up and away, missed high arm side with it. And now you better pay attention to Tolbert. He's not waiting around long.
First pitch low on Luke Maley, flew to right in the first inning. Tolbert 12 of 15 stealing bases this season. Dylan Dingler has thrown out 12. Framber has had struggles at times holding on base runners. The 1-0 spiked in the dirt. 2-0 the count as the sinker missed.
And this is the knock-on effect, too. You see Framber clearly varying his times. His set times on these first 2 pitches have been very different than anything he's done thus far. And both of those have been arm side or glove side yanks down and in to the right-handed hitting Luke Maley. That's a knock-on effect, too, from having a guy over there who can really go at first base.
The 2-0. Swing and a miss on a high sinker, and it's a 2-1 count. All season long, the Sam Bernstein Law Firm brings you each replay under review. When you need the right call made, it's 1-800-CALL-SAM. Runner on first is Tyler Tolbert. 2-0 Kansas City ahead here in the fourth. The 2-1. Swing and a miss on a curve, 2-2.
Yeah, good pitch right there. You went upstairs with the sinker the pitch before. Got his eyes situated up there. You're looking at that eye line. He throws that curveball, starts it in the same spot, and then it breaks down, has teeth, breaks down right below the zone, swing and miss.
The 2-2. Swing and a broken bat, ground ball foul, third base side. Game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, the official healthcare provider of the Detroit Tigers radio network. Tigers looking for a series win, trailing the Royals early in this one. It's 2-0 Kansas City. Got a pair of runs in the first inning. Lane Thomas led off the game with a solo home run the other way, and they would go on to add a run on an error. 2-2. Curveball away, full count. Well, he found the curveball for the second and third innings, but as you said, Bobby, this sort of looks like what he was doing in the first.
Yeah, it does. It's gotten away from him a little bit here. I think some of that has to do with the attention that Tolbert's taken from him at first base.
3-2. Swinging a ground ball, sharply hit, fair ball down the left field line. This is trouble with Tolbert running. Riley Green over to get it. Tolbert being waved all the way around. He's going to score from first easily on the Maley double. It's 3-0 Kansas City.
Just a sinker that was inner third, didn't get it in there far enough. He wanted to throw that in and run it back over, but he didn't get it in there far enough. Caught the fat part of the plate. Maley hits it hard down the left field line. It gets hung up where the seating bowl juts in towards left field. But Tolbert, great secondary lead, great efficient route around the bases, and you know he can run. He scores very easily.
Corners pinched in. Andrew Velasquez, the batter. And on second, only one out. First pitch, swing and a foul at home plate. Yeah, that's the danger when you walk a guy like Tolbert. It's the wheels.
And it's also the amount of attention he takes from your pitcher, paying attention to him at first base. Framber struggles holding the running game. He was so caught up in trying to keep him from running, he did not execute the kind of pitches he wanted to Maley, and that's what happens.
The 0-1. Swing and a slow tap towards the Tiger dugout. It's 0-2 on Velasquez. Well, you know the score is not going to stay 3-0, Bobby, because every game that these two play, they're all decided by a run. In fact, Kansas City has played 9 games since the All-Star break. 7 of the 9 have been decided by just one run. The 0-2. Got him. Swinging strike 3, high four-seamer. Third strikeout for Framber Valdez. 2 gone. It flips the card to the top for Lane Thomas.
Yeah, that was good execution right there by Framber Valdez. Dylan Dingler wanted that ball up above the zone, well above the zone. It was chest high, shoulder high almost for Velasquez. He chases it.
Maley's at second, 2 outs. Valdez dealing with Thomas, who took him deep in the first. Pitch in the dirt on a curve for ball 1. Oh, and Framber's been good today, Bobby. It's been that curveball. He's snapping it off.
Yes.
When he has struggled today, it's been bouncing the curveball, missing arm side up and away. And everything has been predicated on that pitch today.
It has, and when you have the two, it's one thing, you hear golfers talk about this all the time. When I know it's going left, I can fix that. But when you have the two-way miss, that's when you have a little bit of trouble. Bromber's missing high arm side and spiked it glove side down too. So he's got to grain that in and figure out how to get it in his zone.
1-0, a check swing, and that, I thought he may have gone there.
I thought he went for sure.
Chris Segal at first said no, it's 2-0 on Thomas.
And even that one, G, was the changeup up above the zone. There's almost no circumstance where you want that up there.
The 2-0 to Thomas. In for a called strike on a sinker. 2-1 the count. Thomas got the party started for Kansas City. Opposite field solo homer, his 10th of the year in that first inning. Bromber stretches third base out of the rubber at the belt, looks at second, deals 2-1. Inside 3-1 on Thomas. Big thing here today, Bobby, though, is the misses have been big misses. It's not.
Yes.
It hasn't been just a skosh off the plate. 3-1. In there, a called strike, runs the count full.
We talked about it in the first. AJ's not waiting around. Brendan Hanife's getting warm in that Tiger bullpen again.
Yeah, this very well may be the last inning we see from Valdez today. He's at 77 pitches. Long hold, 3-2 on Thomas. Inside, ball 4. Second walk of the inning, and here comes Chris Fetter.
This is the slow walk, too. Like, we've got to give our guy a little bit more time to get going. He's having a tough time syncing up today. We talked about it. You're missing one way, it's one thing. But when you got the two-way miss going, having a really difficult time syncing his delivery up to get that release point where he wants to.
Another big spot in this ballgame with Nick Lofton stepping to the plate. Maley at second after his RBI double. Lane Thomas at first. Valdez has walked 3 in this game. Three 3-0 Kansas City ahead here in the top of the 4th. Lofton singled and scored in the first, grounded out in the second. Robert's got to find a way to get out of this inning with no further damage. Winder Avila on the other side has been nails for Kansas City for 3 frames. First pitch, check swing, didn't go on a changeup. I think the thing today, Bobby, is it's just been a lot of ball out of hand.
Yes, big misses, ball out of hand, non-competitive pitches.
The 1-0. It's the corner for a strike on another changeup, doubled up on that pitch, and the count evens up on Lofton at 1-1.
And G, when you're at the plate as a hitter and you got a guy there's a lot of non-competitive pitches, his misses aren't around the zone, you can really shrink that zone to where you want it. He's got to come in there, and if he does, you let it go.
Looks at second. Valdez deals 1-1, down and in, sinker missing, 2 balls and a strike on Lofton.
And that's an example right there. You shrink that zone when you got a guy who's struggling to find it. You shrink it to the size of a Dixie cup. He comes in there, then you let it. You fire. But until then, you make him come to you.
31 pitch first inning. This will be the 30th of this inning. Here in the 4th. 2-1. Swing and a foul into the mid of Dylan Dingler. It's 2-2. Robert Valdez might be staring at his second straight short start. Went 2/3 of an inning against the Cubs the other day. Action for the second time today behind him in the bullpen as he's laboring here in the 4th inning. 2 on, 2 outs. Valdez looks at second. Long hold again at the belt. 2-2 pitch. Got him. Swinging. Strike 3 on a curve. Kansas City strands a pair. Valdez picks up his 4th strikeout. We go to the last of the 4th. Kansas City 3, Tigers nothing on the home Detroit Tigers baseball presented by Meyer.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 with employee.
They're inspecting Negro, saying he's either loading up the baseball or something.
Checking him all over. I've never seen him do a search like this.
Oh,
quite like this before.
What did they find in his pocket?
I don't know. He's out of it.
He's been kicked out of the game. And Nico moves as he goes over to the first base dugout and then on to the shower.
During the offseason of 1888 to 1889, Spalding took a group of big leaguers on the first worldwide barnstorming tour.
This is Spalding.
Yes,
you look at the Spalding, you're like, wait a second, no, this is the backstory. Okay, this is great.
Stops included New Zealand, Italy, France, and even Egypt, where they played in front of the pyramids. Spalding's contributions to baseball history don't end there.
Do you know the story of Doubleday and the invention of baseball?
Please
tell us.
Enlighten us.
When a 71-year-old Cooperstown native came forward, baseball officially had a birthplace in Cooperstown.
If I'm in the presence of this baseball, does it like give you powers to become a better baseball player?
I've been here 5 years and playing baseball through all of it. I don't think I've gotten better.
And whether it's the World Series or the wonders of the ancient world, there's no debating that baseball connects us all.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Kansas City leads the Tigers 3-0. Again, you Bobby Scales with you on a nice summer day here in downtown Detroit. Luinder Avila back to work for Kansas City. He's been good so far, Bobby.
He sure has.
First pitch to Riley Green is a bouncing ball foul. Green, Dylan Dingler, Kerry Carpenter here in the fourth. Avila step back wind deals 0-1. Down and in. That's a 1-1 strike count. Tigers have one hit in this ballgame. It was a Kevin McGonigal base hit in the fourth. Shade Green up the middle on the left side. The 1-1. Taking a called strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
He lands that breaking ball on the arm side, back door to Riley Green. That's tough right there. 1-1 count. He flips that in there for strike 2.
The 1-2 pitch. Green puts it in the air, foul third base side, out of play. Mentioned Riley earlier. Yesterday, his 600th career hit. And with 600 hits and 91 homers, only one other Tiger to do that before the age of 26. That was Al Kaline. Ball and 2 strikes. Avila deals up and outside.
See if Riley can't find a way on here. Get something going. Tigers, be great for Tigers to get one here. Answer that one the Royals got in the top. You don't have to get it all back in this inning, but see if you can't push one across some way.
The 2-2. Swinging a soft ground ball to second. Velasquez scoops, flips to first, 1 away. He's made the big pitches when he's needed to today.
He has. I mean, listen, he's got all of his stuff working. We told you it's 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball, slider, curveball, and the occasional change, especially the left-handed hitters. He just had Riley Green in the 1-1 count right there and dropped that curveball on the back door for strike 2. That is really difficult to cover all that as a hitter.
Dylan Dingler drew a full count and walked in the second. Avila offers up. First pitch, low, ball 1. 50 pitches for Avila as he continues to work in this ball game. He's got a 3-0 lead behind him. Upstairs on Dingler, and it's 2-0. We were chatting with Spanish broadcaster Carlos Ian earlier today, and he was talking about how Luinder Avila.
He is who he is, and you can see that confidence. You see him coming out a little bit more. It's natural. You go into a new situation, regardless of what it is, you're a little bit guarded. But he's had some success, and he's made some mistakes and learned from them. But what you're seeing is his personality come out in his style of play.
Colt Keith walked in that 4-run fifth, fouls one back to the net. It's an 0-1 count. Keith 0 for 2 today. Otherwise, he's got 3 hits in the series. 4-3 Tigers lead the Royals in the 6th. Bobby, it is a mystery with relievers sometimes. You can have a guy, and Royals have a couple of them this year. One we just saw in Matt Stram, and now Lucas Urseg. As Keith fouls this one up the left field line, it's going to get into the seats. But it's sometimes just a mystery with relievers where they can put together 3 and 4 good seasons in a row.
Yeah.
And then this season, it just seems like nothing has worked in that Kansas City pen.
No, you're right. Lucas Urseg has been very reliable. Came over a couple years ago from the A's. Had some success out there. They let him go. They traded him to Kansas City. He was pretty good last year as well. But that's why you see a lot of relievers get to the...
Keith lines it, and it's picked on one hop by the shortstop Velasquez to second for one. Massey flips to first. That's a very slickly turned 6-4-3 double play. And Urseg retires the side in order. We go to the 7th. Tigers 4, Royals 3 here on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
After avoiding debates from
all your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
They've got a man picked off. Chavez hits the top of his hat. Now they get Napoli at third base. How about that? It hit the top of the helmet of Chavez and bounced directly at an Angels infielder. A huge out here in the 7th inning.
Oh, they dodged a huge bullet there.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Brought to you by the Sneff Camp Automotive family. They're celebrating 100 years in 4 great Michigan locations. Ty Madden to face Nick Lofton, who takes a called strike. 7th inning at Comerica Park. Tigers lead the Kansas City Royals 4-3. Looking for another series victory today. Had a good road trip. Series wins over the Angels and the Cubs, and now returning home, trying to replicate that success. And they've got a lead here in the 7th inning. Pitch missed away, and it's 1-1 on Lofton. The pitch fisted over the screen and into the seats. It's a 1-2 count. 4 runs, 6 hits, an error for the Tigers. 3 runs, 4 hits, an error for Kansas City. Kansas City, despite the tough year that they have had, the 1-2 is low, and that one came up and caught a piece of Brian Honora, the home plate umpire. Got him right in the breadbasket?
Not sure. It's a breaking ball in the dirt. Hit him right in the throat.
All the protection that you can wear. We see it with catchers, we see it with umpires. Ball finds the one spot that's exposed. The 2-2. This low runs it full on Lofton.
See those guys wear that hard plastic flap under there sometimes. But what they've done to manufacturers of these catchers and umpires masks have extended the metal, but it still missed it.
Pitch is popped up into shallow left center. Kevin McGonigal waving his arm, says he's got it. He does. Makes the head high catch. One gone. Hardest working player is brought to you by Carhartt, proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball and all the hard-working people who make it possible. We'll give that to Dylan Dingler today. His two-run single gave the Tigers their first lead of the day in that fifth inning, and now Salvador Perez will face Ty Madden. Perez today 0 for 2, hit by a pitch. There's a called strike. Perez, third active player to own his team's home run record. The other two, Mike Trout, 422 with the Angels, and Manny Machado, 216 with the Padres. The 0-1. Check swing. He didn't go. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count.
31 career homers against the Tigers, too.
And not the most he's hit against an opponent, Bobby.
Right.
He's gotten the Twins 36 times in 201 games. Tigers 31 and 195. That's up and in. He's got 30 against the White Sox and 24 against Cleveland, the team he has played against the least of any divisional opponent. George Brett, he did it in 2,707 games. Perez has done it in 1,800 games. Original record holder was Amos Otis. He was passed by Mike Sweeney. He was the top 4 in Royals history. 2-1. Check. He had to have gone there. Yes, says Chris Segal at first. And I love George Brett. Gave all the praise in the world, but when they interviewed him ahead of it, he goes, "No, I don't want my records to be broken, if I'm honest with you." The 2-2. Got it. Swinging. Strike 3 on a slider. 2 down. Yeah, George Brett goes, "I don't want it to be broken, to be honest with you." But he's a home run hitter, and the record is going to be broken. There's no doubt in my mind. It just means he's been there a long time, and he's a very productive player. And if anyone's going to break it, I'm glad it was him. A.J. Hinch pops out of the dugout. Ty Madden gets the job done. Tigers 4 straight, and he will depart. Drew Summers will enter and will step aside for this Tiger call to the bullpen. Tigers 4 and the Royals 3 here on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
We know what you love. You love baseball.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
At McLaren, the waiting room can be your living room. View wait times and reserve your spot at mclaren.org/ER.
Drew Summers with this Tiger call to the pen. Jack Caglione takes a called strike. It's 4-3 Tigers here in the 7th inning. Pitching change brought to you by the Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Ty Madden got the job done. Inning in 2/3 scoreless. Walked 1, struck out 1, and now the lefty is on, Bobby. Summers deals 0-1. Caglione takes a strike.
Good fastball away from Caglione. That's the four-seamer. He's got a two- and four-seam fastball. He'll mix that slider in. It's a tough at-bat for left-handed hitters. Good extension from Drew Summers. Works from that first base side, and it's a sidearm delivery.
He deals 0-2. Swing and a bouncer foul.
Went with that slider. Dylan Dingler wanted that well off the plate away. It backed up a little bit. He just pounded it foul.
Caglione 0 for 3 today. Summers sets above the belt. Kicks, fires 0-2. He got him. Swinging strike 3 and a fastball up. Drew Summers gassed it by Caglione, sending us into the 7th inning stretch. Brought to you by DTE. Score energy savings this season and manage your energy bill when you visit DTEenergy.com/save energy. 4-3 Tigers into the stretch here on the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Baseball's in the forecast, and it's about to heat up. Keep your eye on the ball and listen to what Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical is offering right now. Buy a new furnace or AC and get half off installation. The guys at Mastercraft are there 24/7 for emergency service, and they back their work with a 5-year warranty. Yes, they've got financing options too. Call Mastercraft today. They're the pros for plumbing, electrical, and generators for all those power failures. They've got your bases covered. Visit mastercraftheating.com today.
If your last exam ended with the lollipop, it's time for a checkup. Candy and stickers were fun back then, but adult checkups are serious business. Routine visits in your 30s, 40s, and 50s can help catch small issues before they turn into big ones, such as high blood pressure, cholesterol changes, or early signs of diabetes. Take charge of your wellness and enjoy peace of mind by scheduling an appointment with your provider. Don't have a primary care provider? Find one at mclaren.org/primarycare.
Sunday at the Rocket Classic. The sun's starting to fall. Shoulder to shoulder along the ropes. A 5-round playoff underway. Aldrich Potgieter stands over it. 18 feet to end it. He rolls it. And this place erupts. And that
Martin back near the wall, jumps up and makes the play.
He peels it off the middle of that 20-foot high wall with a wonderful leaping grab. Nice job, Austin Martin.
Ozzie diving stop from his knees. Side retire. Diving is Quan. He made another great catch. Well, that's how you win 4 straight gold gloves.
And it is caught by Miles Straw.
And Kreidler going out, and Kreidler makes a great play. Boy, the fellas came to play defensively.
Vladdy snatches it on the line, spins, throws a strike to Bieber, covering the back for the out. Really nice play by Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And they'll throw home to get the out. That's Chansey. Troy's there. Hopscotch inning over. Nice play, Massey. Does he have time? Yes.
Man, oh man, was that sweet. Clements got it, sliding stop. What a play by Ernie Clement for out number 2.
The Blue Jays defense has been up to the task this afternoon.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
And the Astros flipping him to Kansas City just a couple of days ago. Exchange for right-hander Max Martin.
About 40% of his offerings to home plate are going to be that four-seamer. Four-seam slider guy. That's 76% of what he throws home.
And he's got reverse splits.
Heavy reverse splits at that. Right-handers OPS in almost 1,000, 972 against them. Far more effective against left-handers.
Lefties only hitting 174 with no power off of Pearson this season. Righties were hitting 320 in his time with Houston. Kevin McGonigal, that one almost hits Kevin, 97 in, and it's ball 1. All the teams in Major League Baseball wearing the throwback caps on Hall of Fame weekend in Major League Baseball. 3 getting enshrined in Cooperstown today. Jeff Kent, Carlos Beltran, Andrew Jones, all going in to the Hall of Fame. The 1-0 inside 2-0, and you saw a lot of Andrew Jones living down in Atlanta. Boy,
Sure
he could play some center field.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Grew up down there, and remember back in the day, 19 years old, and in the World Series against the Yankees. Unbelievable.
2-0 on McGonigal, outside 3-0. Kevin's got a pair of hits today. Both singles, and a big one in that 4th inning to load the bases. He would eventually come in to score that 4-run Tiger 5th. 3-0 pitch, taking all the way. He takes a high cold strike. All season long, Little Caesars Pizza presents home runs. Order online for delivery or pizza portal pickup. 3-1 on McGonigal. Swing and a ground ball foul, first base side, runs it full.
Yeah, really quick rhythm. A little herky-jerky from big Nate Pearson out there. Big leg kick. Big man. 6'6", 255.
One-time top prospect of the Toronto Blue Jays when he was coming up. 3-2. That's high. It's ball 4. McGonigal has his 64th walk of the year.
It's a good at-bat by Kevin McGonigal. Go figure that. That's all he does.
We'll pause for station identification on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Four 3 Tigers looking to take the series over Kansas City. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. First pitch to Gleyber Torres is sent in the air down the right field line and out of play. Kansas City built an early lead. They led 2-0 after the top of the 1st. Would add 1 in the 4th, but the Tigers responding in a big way in the bottom of the 5th. Ball 0-1, swinging the foul straight back, 0-2. And Bobby, that miscommunication back in that 4th inning on the Riley Green ground ball up the middle, you've got to think if Bobby Witt Jr. is healthy, Michael Massey's at second base, might not have happened.
I think that's fair. That's a fair point.
Here's the 0-2. Torres takes down and away for a ball.
I mean, at the very least on that play, looking back at it, I think Velasquez might have gotten a little greedy. Head popped up a little bit trying to get that out at second base. You got to secure the baseball first and get 1 before you can do anything else.
Torres ground ball over to 3rd. Nice pick by Nick Lofton. Goes to 2nd for 1 on to 1st. That's a double play. 5-4-3 around the horn. 2 gone. I mean, Nick Lofton, he is Kansas City's version of Zach McKinstry. He's played 6 different defensive positions this season.
And in this series, played several and played them all well. That's a nice play to his left. Had to pick it, get the short hop, then get rid of it to Massey at second to start that double play. He's done a nice job everywhere he's been.
He went into attack mode, went down,
yes,
had to reach out to make that play. It was a nice play. Riley Green takes a strike. Riley was at the plate in the 5th inning with the bases loaded, sent a ground ball up the middle. It was fumbled into center field. That's how the Tigers got their first 2 runs. Green fouls it off. 0-2. Riley did pick up 1 RBI on that play. Oh, 2 up and outside. Tigers tied with the Red Sox, best record since June 1st in the American League at 28-17 coming into play today. The 1-2 pitch. Green takes it in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Riley.
Well, I'm getting ready to touch the 3rd rail here. Gone a little silent because you just talked about Jeff Kent going in the Hall of Fame, and there's a certain somebody that wore this Old English D that is long overdue for that. Lou Whitaker. Just doing a little comparison on stat head here.
2-2. Swinging a foul.
I can't see it. I don't know what's going on. I'm not a voter, but I just...
Wow, they actually flipped it onto the TV broadcast
yeah,
right now.
There you go. I'm looking at that same page.
Unbelievable.
You want to go new school stats? 55.4 WAR for Jeff Kent, 75.1 WAR for Lou Whitaker. Games played, Lou Whitaker.
Riley rifles it, and a leaping grab by Nick Lofton, who was off the line. What a play by Lofton. Some good defense at the hot corner in this inning for Kansas City. We go to the 8th. Tigers 4, Royals 3 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thanks, Chef.
Jim Thorpe's resume reads like a work of pure fiction.
So he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He's in the College Football Hall of Fame. He got Olympic medals for the decathlon and the pentathlon.
He's the greatest at
I thought I was
everything.
an athlete, Lindsay. Thorpe finished his Major League Baseball career with the Boston Braves in 1919, where he played alongside an outfielder named Les Mann.
He invented this particular projector.
And this is not all he's done, right?
He started championing to get baseball into the Olympics. He finally succeeded for the 1936 Olympics, which was held in Berlin.
The German government had discouraged other nations from sending Jewish and black athletes.
We sent over Jesse Owens, and we sent over Mac Robinson, Jackie Robinson's older brother.
Trailblazers like Thorpe and Robinson certainly lit the way for countless others to follow. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Tigers top of the 8th inning. 8th inning is brought to you by Varsity Ford of Ann Arbor. Starling Marte leads off against Drew Summers here in the 8th inning. Tigers maintaining a 4-3 lead. They've held it since the 5th. First pitch up and outside, ball 1. Summers came into this ball game in the 7th inning, struck out Jack Caglione. Ball and no strikes on Marte. Summers deals. Swing and a miss. Fastball up. Bobby, to complete your point from Lou Whitaker versus Jeff Kent, I mean, it is unbelievable. The 1-1. Popped up. Right field. Al Yuli going back. He will make the catch. Marte retired. And look, this is taking nothing away from Jeff Kent.
That's right.
Dude's a Hall of Famer.
That's exactly right.
But the point is that Lou Whitaker, the numbers that Lou put up
is
were
a Hall of Famer.
Better, equal or better than Jeff Kent.
In the areas where they're not that far off. So I don't know.
You know, there was another, we did the comparison, you and I, last year to a guy who was a surefire Hall of Famer in Johnny Bench, as the pitch is a cold strike on Isaac Collins, and Lance Parrish. And Jason Beck looked this up the other day for me. Lance got like 1% of the vote.
That's criminal.
When he was a one and done.
Yeah.
And go ahead on Baseball Reference and put those two together if you're sitting at home right now and see the comparisons. But I mean, there's a couple of Tigers that, especially Lou. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, his case is, I'm not sure.
I mean, it is a rock-solid case.
It is.
0-2 on Isaac Collins. The pitch from Summers. Got a piece, fouled it away. And you know, you got to tip your cap to the Tigers, though, for what they did for Lou. The fact that he's not in the Hall of Fame right now.
Yep.
But they made sure that he was a guy that's going to have his name up on those bricks forever here at Comerica Park.
100% agree. 100% agree.
Retired number, and he's right up there with his old double play teammate Alan Trammell. It's a no ball, 2 strike count on Isaac Collins. Summers delivers. Swing, and this one is in no man's land. Shallow right. McKinstry, who's the new right fielder, coming in. He won't get there. And it's beyond the reach of Spencer Torkelson, so a base hit for Isaac Collins puts the tying run aboard for Carter Jensen.
That's a good pitch from Drew Summers. It's a heater in, two-seam fastball in, jams Isaac Collins. He just nestled into a good spot out there just beyond the beyond first base in right field.
Tying run at first in Collins, who has 6 stolen bases. He's 6 of 11 this season. Carter Jensen swings and taps it into a bit of Dylan Dingler. It's 0-1. Carter Jensen, Kansas City through and through. 23-year-old native of KC. 0-1. Jack Dylan Dingler bluffed the snap throw to first. On the appeal, he went, and so it's 0-2 on Jensen. And I love the line from Carter Jensen's mom. From the time he was 8 years old, told teachers he was going to be a professional baseball player when he grew up, and he had no plan B.
Sold out, man.
Pitch is up. It's 1-2, left on left here with Jensen against Summers. And he ends up getting drafted by his hometown team in the 3rd round. And now he was playing for the Royals. The 1-2 is down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Action in both bullpens. John Schreiber in the Royal bullpen. Brendan Hannafy up again for the Tigers.
It's the 3rd time Hannafy's been up in this game. Get a look at that out-of-town scoreboard from the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. Brought to you by Meijer, official grocery retailer of the Detroit Tigers radio network. Drew Rasmussen, 7 scoreless innings for Tampa as they took care of Cleveland today, 1-0. Ryan O'Hearn, a grand slam in the Pirates-Cubs game. Summers stretches 2-2. Got him looking. Strike 3, called at the knees. Beautiful pitch from Drew Summers.
Drew Summers is getting more responsibility. A.J. Hinch always talks about, you will see how much confidence I have in a guy by how I use him. He is getting more leverage opportunities, and that's why. Absolutely dots that sinker down and away from the left-handed hitter right there. Punches him out looking.
Michael Massey, as Summers picks on first. C.J. Abrams homer today. Nats have doubled up the Diamondbacks 10-5. That's in the 8th inning. Pirates ended up holding on to beat the Cubs 8-7. Boston 6-1 winners over Toronto. Last we heard, the Miz had 12 strikeouts. I don't know if we can get an update on that, as a bunt is shown by Massey. On the appeal, he did not keep it out long enough. 2 outs and a man on first, 4-3 Tigers here in the 8th inning. Milwaukee have 8-1 on Colorado. This one a swing and a tapper up the first base line, a foul, and it's now 0-2. And Misurowski, he finished at 12 strikeouts in 5 innings, allowed 1 run on 1 hit, no walks.
1 run on 1 hit. So he faced 16 batters. Struck out 12 of them. Is that good?
He is something.
Unbelievable.
Runner on first. Here's the 1-1 from Summers. Taking a called strike, top of the zone. Count to Massey, goes 1-2. 2 outs, 8th inning. Runner on. Tigers lead it by a run. The 1-2. Foul back. Mentioned earlier, Kansas City, they've had a tough year, but they've had a knack for comeback wins. 25 come from behind wins, so 25 of their 44 wins this season have been in comeback fashion. Only teams with more comeback wins this season, Yankees and Rays at 26. Got their 25th yesterday in that come from behind win to beat the Tigers. Summers delivers, runner goes. It's lifted in the air, right field. McKinstry going back. He's turning around. He's looking up, and it is gone. And the Royals flip the scoreboard with 2 outs on a 1-2 pitch. Michael Massey homers, and the Royals lead it.
Dylan Dingler wanted that slider off the plate away from him. They tried 2 different times during that bat to execute that pitch. He didn't the first time. The second time, he got hit for a homer. Hung up in the middle of the zone. Michael Massey was out in front of it a little bit, but he rode it out and just barreled it. Just at the bottom part of the zone. If he gets it where he wants to, he swings and misses, and he's out. He didn't, and he one-handed that ball, wanded it out of here.
5-4 Royals in the 8th. Andrew Velasquez bunts it right back to Summers. Collects, throws to first, and the side is retired. A 2-out, 2-run home run from Michael Massey makes it 5-4 Royals. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning here on the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
How does one of baseball's most celebrated plays connect to one of baseball's most notorious curses? Through a cross-country move, an earthquake, and the Men of Steel? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
But let me touch it for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals, and they'd be too expensive again to maintain, would put them into financial ruin.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody could steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these, though.
So these are Ty Cobb's.
And these are Ty Cobb's.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes it special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going. Safe.
You know what they say? One great play deserves another.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by the authority of the Detroit Tigers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent of the Detroit Tigers. New pitcher for Kansas City with his call to the bullpen, brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. It is John Schreiber.
Schreiber, sidearm right-hander out of that Kansas City bullpen. 2 and 4 seam fastball, sweeper, cutter, changeup.
Dylan Dingler to lead off. He'll take a strike on the inside corner.
That 2-seamer to sweeper, biggest parts of his arsenal. Works from that third base side. True side armor.
5-4 Kansas City here in the bottom of the 8th. The 0-1. Dingler takes down and in. Boy, Bobby, on consecutive days yesterday, it was an 0-2 pitch that was hit out, and today a 1-2 pitch to change the scoreboard. That's what has given the Royals a 5-4 advantage. Dingler ropes this one. Nice sliding stop by Lofton at third. Bounces up, throws to first. Boy, Nick Lofton is playing the heck out of third base today.
Get this dude out of town, man. He's hurt us with the bat, been making plays everywhere he's played defensively. He's done a nice job. That ball was smashed on one hop, goes into a slide on his left knee. Gives some ground, pops up, throws a strike across the diamond to Salvi.
Here's Zach McKinstry. He'll bat with the bases empty and 1 out. Schreiber delivers. It's a cold strike on a cutter on the outside edge. So the Tigers playing from behind for the second time today. They took the lead in the 5th, relinquishing the lead in the 8th inning. The 0-1 up and outside. Count goes even at a ball and a strike.
Yeah, Gee, and to illustrate your point again, sometimes it's poor pitch selection. Other times it's the right pitch, it's poor execution. And yesterday, with Wagasbach, he wanted that fastball up, above the zone, didn't get it there, got it on the top rail, lofted and hit it out. Today, that's why that slider should have been down and away, didn't quite get there.
Pitch down and away, and you saw it right away, Bobby, where you said where Dinkler was set up and wanted that pitch, he would have swung over top of it.
100%.
But it just settled on the bottom rail, and the ball was just wanded out of here. Schreiber's 2-1. McKinstry takes it in, 3 balls and a strike. An audible grunt every time John Schreiber delivers a pitch.
I hated those guys at the plate, man. I couldn't stand those guys just grunting every single pitch for what? Throw it 91.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count on a fastball away. Tigers trailing the Royals 5-4 here in the 8th inning. 2 out, 2-run home run in the bottom of, or the top of the 8th by Michael Massey. 3-2. McKinstry takes ball 4 away. It's a good take from Zach. And now the tying run is on for Spencer Torkelson.
Yeah, it's good at bat for Zach McKinstry. Found a way on here with 1 out in the 8th. See if the Tigers can make a little something happen again.
Runner on for Torque. Well, if he can find a way to muscle one out of here, it would be his 100th career home run. First pitch, taking a called strike on a sweeper. Tying run at first, go ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Torque hitless in this series, 0 for 9. He's walked twice today. He'll take sweeper away, so Schreiber doubling up on the sweeper.
We talked about it earlier. He's going to see a steady diet out there. He may get a show-me fastball out there, but they're going to go right back to the spin.
Ball 1-1. Torkelson rips it left field, base hit. Torque's first hit of the series. Going first to third, McKinstry. Can he get there? Nope. Got him. Perfect strike from Isaac Collins in left field, and they cut down McKinstry at third.
That's a huge play right there.
That could be a game-changing play, Bobby.
It most certainly can.
A perfect strike from Collins right to the third baseman. Tags McKinstry. Tigers are going to challenge it, and I don't know. On first glance, I thought he was out. We shall see.
He's out.
I don't see any way you could overturn it.
That's the key. I don't see how you overturn that.
Eric Backus was right there.
The call on the field is out. Remember, you've got to have, I don't know the language, clear video evidence to the contrary.
The fans are cheering, but I think what they are seeing is the oven mitt. I don't think the oven mitt on his right hand was on the bag.
It was not. He was going to try to he was trying to tag that bag with his left hand. The oven mitt on his right hand slid past the base.
Yeah, I think they got it right. There's just no way you could overturn it.
No question.
Replay brought to you by 1-800-CALL-SAM. When you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Tigers pride themselves on going first to third and being uber aggressive.
And Zach McKinstry among the best on this team.
And the best in the league over the last couple of years of taking the two-base advance.
That's review. The call's been confirmed. The runner's out. Detroit loses the challenge.
So call didn't stand. It was confirmed. 2 outs. So instead of the tying run in scoring position, now 2 outs, man on first for James Outman.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. You applaud the bravado and the aggressive nature, but sometimes you got to bring it back a little bit, especially if the game tells you to. Like you said, he stays at second base. You got first and second, 1 out. But now you got a man on first and 2 outs for James Outman.
So Outman the batter, runner on first, 2 outs. First pitch from Schreiber. It's away, and that's ball 1. Tigers down 5-4, 8th inning, man on first. Torkelson on base for the third time in this game. The 1-0. Outman lifts it in the air, center field. Lane Thomas drifting over. He will make the catch. And it looked like it was going to be a productive inning for the Tigers, but they cannot score a run. We go to the 9th.
Raines, who pops it up. Lopez fires his mask right into the gut of Tim Raines. Injury to Insel.
So you got to laugh to keep from crying. Oh! Oh, that got me. Oh, was that funny? I know it's not funny, but he's all right.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Breaking ball lined into the gap in right center and in for a hit.
And that was a botch of what should have been a single.
It sure was. Went right off the heel of Teoscar Hernandez's glove when he boxed it.
I mean, Torkelson threw a BB overhand. He couldn't catch it.
How about that? First ball to the rookie making his major league debut. He loses it in the sun.
Tigers trail 5-4 into the 9th inning here at Comerica Park. Want to elevate your small business's game? Visit Comerica.com/succeed to learn how. Tiger pitching change brought to you by the Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Brennan Hanafy is on. He is the 4th pitcher of the afternoon for the Tigers. Hanafy's job, keep this at a 1-run ball game. Lane Thomas leads off and takes a strike. Second straight day, a late home run for the Kansas City Royals has given them a lead. And they will carry that lead into the bottom of the 9th inning for the second straight day. The 0-1 broken back ground ball past Hanafy, waiting back. Hao-Yu Lee. He will field, flip to first, one away.
Yeah, Brennan Hanafy out there for the 19th time this season. Saw him earlier in this series on the 24th, just 2/3 of an inning. Power sinker, slider, changeup. Simple arsenal from for the young man from Virginia.
Nick Lofton's 1 for 4 today with a run scored, but his impact today has been in the field. Some fantastic plays at third base as Hanafy misses away with a slider for ball 1. Salvador Perez is next. Ball and no strikes on Lofton, the pitch. Sinker misses high, and it's 2-0. In the bottom of the 9th inning, the Tigers will have Hao-Yu Lee, Colt Keith, Kevin McGonigal, and if anybody reaches, Gleyber Torres and Riley Green. The 2-0. Taking a called strike 1. Kansas City does have action in its bullpen. Steven Cruz is warming. 2-1 from Hanafy. Outside corner sinker and a called strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Started just off, ran back over.
Tigers remain at home. They welcome the Baltimore Orioles into town for a very long road trip to the West Coast. 2-2 coming to Lofton. Got him looking. Strike 3 called. Lofton will challenge. And we'll look up on the big board. I think he's going to lose it, and he does. So strike 3 looking for Lofton. 2 down in the inning. Here's Salvador Perez.
Just another well-executed fastball down and away from Lofton.
2 outs here in the top of the ninth. 5-4 Tigers trail. Perez stands in. First pitch taken outside edge. A called strike one. Momentum was in the Tigers' favor until that top of the 8th inning with 2 outs. Wild swing and miss by Perez on a fastball up and away, and he's in a hole 0-2. Salvi today 0 for 3, hit by a pitch. Captain of this Royals club. The 0-2, way outside on a slider. Late home runs the last 2 days for Kansas City. Yesterday to tie and take a lead, and today 2-run blast to flip the scoreboard in the 8th. The 1-2 outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And if he's 2-2. A little bit high, runs it full.
Yeah, good pitch right there. Tried to go up top with that sinker away from Salvi. Just missed, but he missed above the zone.
Yeah, if you're going to miss, that's where you want him.
That's it.
3-2. Lost him. Ball 4 away on a sinker. So 2-out walk keeps the inning going for the left-hander Jack Caglione. Much like we expected, close ball game again. 11 straight here at Comerica Park, decided by 2 or fewer. Caglione takes up and away. I don't really think it matters the venue. It's just every time these two teams play.
It really doesn't. It's been amazing.
Ridiculously close games. The 1-0. Swing and a high chop towards second. Lee has to back up into the outfield. Fields flips to first. Side retired. 2-out walk. And Hannafy gets out of it. No issues. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Tigers will have 9-1-2.
And what do we got? Oh, it's one of those parabolic mics. This is one of the sillier delays that I've seen.
Gino hacking off his heels a little high. It's airmailed into right field.
He's at third, backpedaling, and he can't make the catch. That was awkward.
Trying a little trickeration over the field for it. It's worth a shot. Why not?
Oh, that's funny. Wait till they mass market them, like the Grimace.
Yeah.
The Cubs are on fire and have turned 1060 West Addison Street, aka Wrigley Field, into the hottest address in baseball. This week, the Cubbies flew the W for the 15th straight time, their longest home winning streak since '08. And they're winning in dramatic fashion.
Dansby's going to score. The Cubs are going to walk off the red. 4-ball game. 3 straight walk-off wins in the series against Cincinnati.
At the center of it all is Nico Horner, flat out playing like the best second baseman in baseball. Shota Imanaga has been one of the game's best on the hill with a sub-2.5 ERA. With PCA doing PCA things in the field and a solid bullpen, this Cubs team looks built for the long haul. The NL Central has been baseball's toughest division. Will the Cubbies' home field advantage be the difference in the chase for the division crown?
Kids, go Tigers!
Bottom of the 9th, Kansas City 5, Detroit 4, and Kansas City makes the call to the bullpen, brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. Bobby, Steven Cruz is on to try and get the save for KC.
Yeah, big, long, tall right-hander, 6'7", lanky guy out there. Big fastball, 98 miles an hour. He'll touch 100. Four-seam fastball, cutter, slider, low arm angle.
Pitch to Hal-Yu Lee is a called strike on a fastball.
Very short arm, but gets good extension, does Cruz. Fastball, cutter, slider.
Hal-Yu Lee leading off the bottom of the 9th inning. The 0-1. inside. Count evens up. Ball and a strike. Lee got the 5th inning started with a double. Scored the first Tiger run of the game. He's 1 for 3. One swing can tie it. Bloop and a blast could win it. Ball 1-1. Lee puts it in the air deep down the right field line, but it's foul. Cruz gave up a run in the opening game of this series and took the loss. The 1-2. High and tight. Lee has to back out of the way. His helmet goes flying. It's a 2-2 count. Wait, how you Lee? There was a game a couple of years ago when he first got into the Tiger organization. He was in Double-A and got hit in the head by a 95-plus mile-an-hour fastball. And in typical How You Lee fashion, was politicking to stay in the ballgame. And you're like, no, you need to come out.
You know what the shame is? You know, because of the language barrier a little bit, his English is improving. But because of the language barrier, sometimes guys like this, you don't really get their whole personality. You don't get to see who they are. This cat runs a little hot, man. He's got a little edge to him.
He's fiery.
And I like it.
2 balls, 2 strikes on How You Lee. Cruz delivers. Lee lays off a high fastball. Yeah, you always hear, hey, if I'm ever traveling down a dark alley, you want somebody with you. I take How You Lee. I'd take him.
That's right.
3-2. Up and away, ball 4, and the tying run is aboard. Boy, what an at-bat there for How You Lee. So many times you see young players come up in these situations and they want to hit the ball to the moon. And I'm not going to say Lee would have gotten cheated on a swing, but he knew the situation because now he's the tying run at first base, and you've got Colt Keith, the winning run at home plate. And out to the mound goes Carter Jensen to have a chat with Steven Cruz. It's only the 2nd save opportunity for Cruz this season. He saved a game in their series at San Francisco. His only other save opportunity was back on May 20th against Boston. He gave up 2 on a homer that day and took a loss.
Yeah, it's big stuff from Steven Cruz. You love the arm, but there's a walk in his game. Make him come over the white.
Keith the batter, runner on. First pitch, Colt takes it high, ball 1. Tigers had opportunities in the bottom of the 8th, could not cash in. They got the leadoff man on here to start the bottom of the 9th, down 1. The 1-0. Keith fouls it away. Got evens, ball and a strike.
It's a 4-seam fastball with good life, especially at the top. Again, we talked about how tall he is, gets that good extension, and the raw velocity is big too. You got to make him be down in the zone if you're going to get that heater.
1 ball, 1 strike on Keith. The pitch. Swing and a pop-up into shallow center. Racing out Velasquez. Charging in Lane Thomas. And the ball's going to drop! Everybody is safe. It was a trio of Collins, Thomas, and Velasquez. Left fielder, center fielder, shortstop. In absolute no man's land. A little Bermuda Triangle out there. And the ball just simply, off the glove of a sliding Velasquez, the shortstop.
Yeah, the Royal outfield was in no doubles. When your outfield is in no doubles, as an infielder, you are taught to go get it because they're way back. Obviously, Comerica Park is a big yard. Velasquez went out there, and it just went off the edge of his glove. He knew he had to get it. Nobody else was. Runners on 1st and 2nd for McGonigal.
Kevin takes a strike. 100 miles an hour. He's going to challenge it. You got 2 left. Might as well. I think it's going to be confirmed, though.
Yep.
Just clipped the bottom of the zone. It's 0-1. So Lee is the tying run at 2nd. Keith, after that bloop single, is the runner at 1st. 0-1. McGonigal skies at center field. Again into no man's land, but this one hanging up a while. And the left fielder Collins will come in and make the catch. 1 down for Gleyber Torres.
Just got in on McGonigal a little bit. It was a cutter that time.
Gleyber Torres 0 for 4 today. He has flown out twice, struck out, and hit into a double play. Royals will play for 2 up the middle with Massey shaded towards second base. Pitch to Torres, in on the hands, fouled it back, and it's 0-1. Runners in scoring position has been a problem for both teams in this series. Hard throwing Steven Cruz on the bump for Kansas City. 2 on, 1 out. The 0-1. Taken. Bottom of the zone cutter, a called strike. Gleyber's in a hole, 0-2.
Good pitch from Steven Cruz right there, right at the bottom of the zone. That cutting action late.
No balls, 2 strikes, the count. Base hit could tie it. Lee runs well at second. 0-2, got him swinging. Strike 3, chase the cutter away, and the Tigers down to a final out. Comes down to Riley Green against Steven Cruz.
Yeah, that's a good, very good, well-executed pitch from Steven Cruz right there. Cutter, outer, third, pitch before Gleyber took. He started it on the outer third that time, and it cut just off the plate at 95 miles an hour. That's tough right there.
Riley 0 for 4. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 9th. Pitch inside and ball 1. Each team with 1 challenge remaining. It's a 1-ball count on Riley Green. The 1-0, swing and a miss, cutter in. Count evens as the chants of Riley Green echo throughout Comerica Park. Crowd of just a shade under 30,000 today. Cruz looks back at second look, 1-1. Green swing and a miss on a cutter.
2 really tough pitches right there.
I don't know how you lay off that, Bobby.
You don't. It's difficult. Cutter 95, cutter 97 right there, right at the bottom of the zone. Late action. Good raw velocity. Plays up because he gets way out there.
Here we go. 2 on, 2 out. 1-2 on Riley Green. Swing and a foul. He stays alive. Fouls it off his foot. A 3rd straight cutter on Riley. He will need a moment to walk that off.
And as hard as Cruz throws, you got to respect that ball that looks like a fastball down in the zone, because at some point he may throw a 4-seamer in that same spot, and it just rides out, planes out, stays straight. You don't want to take that for strike 3.
Pick that 4 straight cutters on Riley. How you Lee's at second, he walked. Colt Keith singled, he's at first. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Tigers are down 5-4 to the Kansas City Royals. Brian O'Nora. That might be the longest brush off of home plate I have ever seen, as he's given Riley an extra second. The 1-2. Swing and a foul, third base side and into the seats.
4-seamer away at 100.
So he got the fastball and he got a piece of it. Think he goes cutter again?
I would.
Runners get their leads. From the belt, Cruz, the 1-2. Swing and a foul. Green stays alive. He went fastball again, 99, outer edge.
Yeah, fastball away again. A little surprised by that. That one was 99. It's big velocity.
Tigers had opportunities with men at the corners yesterday, could not cash in. They have first and second here today, trying to cash in a run. 1 to tie, 2 to win. Bottom of the 9th inning, down 5-4. Cruz looks at second. That's Lee. The 1-2 to Green. Swing, and he popped him up. Third base side. Get out of play, and it will. And that settles into the 6th row beyond the Tiger dugout on the third base side. And we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Cutter, 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 fastball, fastball, cutter. Took something off that last one, only at 92.
Yeah.
Contact is your friend, but it's tough when you have this customer on the mound. The 1-2. Got him. Swinging, strike 3 to end the game. Tigers threaten, they fail to score, and they fall to the Kansas City Royals today. Kansas City tying for the Major League lead in comeback wins with their 26th. They take down the Tigers and split the series, a 5-4 final. Step aside, postgame is coming up next here on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica Bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at Comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow.